everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you what is in my uni bag. This is actually what's in my uni bags, or what are in my uni bags, because I don't just have one. So yeah, this will be a little bit different to the usual just bog standard one bag. I've got a few little bags and weird things to show you, so I'm just going to get straight on and show you what's in my bags. So for those of you that don't know, I study fashion design at university, and that means I have to carry a lot of stuff into uni normally. I'm going to start out with the weirdest bag or container that I have to carry in quite a lot, and that is this thing. So this is my pattern paper tube. These are lifesavers. If it's raining and you've got pattern paper to carry in, they're just so handy. They keep a lot of pattern paper in them actually. So as you can see, I've just got some rolls of paper in there at the moment. And yeah, these are actually like, I think I bought this one online as a telescope container, but they do sell them just as like art storage containers as well on Amazon. But I shall link one below if I can find it. It's got a little carry handle here, and then it's got this long strap, so I usually just sort of carry it over my shoulder. And I get weird looks like, what is that? So yeah, this is one of the things I have to carry in with me. This next bag is something I use on a daily basis, and it's my Urban Outfitters little canvas tote bag. It's actually the perfect size for taking everything into uni. This, I don't know if it's actually being sold on the website anymore or if it ever was, but I was just given it when I went to one of their press days. So probably one of the most useful items I've ever been given by a brand. The main reason why it's so helpful is because it fits an A3 sketchbook really well, and the straps are nice and long, so they go over thick coats. The first thing inside is this spotty bag. This is actually came with a duvet inside it. This was from H&M, this duvet, but I use the bag for my equipment. So the first thing inside here is a pattern master. This is a lifesaver. I can't cut patterns without this. Basically means you can measure things out, square things off completely evenly. Yeah, such a helpful thing. These are really expensive though, but totally worth it. Then I've got a tape measure. Very useful for measuring curves and also lengths of bodies and stuff. Then I've got two different types of scissors. These ones are fabric scissors. They are honestly the best fabric scissors I've ever used, and I have no idea where they're from because I was given them in a competition ages ago. But if I can find them online somewhere, I will link them because they are so good. And then the next ones are just large paper scissors. These are really handy for cutting up patterns. They'll just save you so much more time than tiny little scissors. For some reason I've got a bit of calico in here. Sometimes we do like little workshops and then they suddenly need fabric, so I guess that's why I've got it in here. What else have we got? Some masking tape. Masking tape I find is really expensive, but it's such a lifesaver for pattern cutting. If you want to like just extend pattern a bit, you can just Pritt stick and then stick on some tape, or if your pattern rips, then tape is a lifesaver. Some pins. This is actually in a little Benefit skincare pot, but I just like keeping them in this little pot. I have a little plastic one as well that sits on my desk, but I also had another plastic one and it got squished and the pins went everywhere, so I'd recommend something that's not gonna break. Also, something that I don't have in here, which I love, is a little magnet, because if you drop pins, it's a nightmare to pick them up. This has fallen off sides of tables and stuff like that, and I've just had to pick them all up by hand. But if you have a magnet, it takes much less time. I've got a little pin wheel. These things terrify me, but they're also so useful. Can't get out. It's basically really sharp, spiky little pinwheel. This is so you can like fold a pattern over, trace things out, and then true up like hemlines and things like that. This was on our equipment list when I first came to uni, and I was like, what on earth am I going to use that for? But now I know how to use it. It's actually very useful. I've got one of these weird things which I've never actually really used apart from the other day when I needed another belt hole, and it was actually really good at pressing in leather, so that might be what it's for, I don't really know. I have a giant unpicker. I completely forgot I had this in here actually, but this is really good because it's got a nice long handle instead of like one of those little fiddly ones. Got a pattern notcher. If you've ever seen the film Bridget Jones's Baby, for some reason every time I notch things I have to go notche, which is weird. But this basically just like presses a little notch into paper. Then I've got some tailor's chalk. I've got just a little blue pencil one, and then these ones are just the classic sort of triangle ones. So that is everything from my little pattern cutting / constructing bag. I'd much rather have a smaller bag for all of this, but I always used to have a smaller bag last year and then I'd always forget this, so this fits in to the bag so that I can't forget it. And that's everything I need to take to uni if we're doing pattern cutting or construction. So yeah. Next up in my big bag I have my pencil case. This is from W.H. Smith and they still do this, I think. Won't go into detail in this. I actually have a blog post on my blog about stationery items I love, so if you want to find out more stationery items I like to use, then I will link that down below. I haven't actually taken out what I had from the other day, so I've got 2 little A5 sketchbooks at the moment, and then we've just been given a new brief and I was just writing notes about it in my notebook, which is from Tiger. The thing that used to put me off using canvas bags like this was that everything would get lost, but this year I have started using this little drawstring canvas bag inside my bag. This one is from Wax and Wick, and it just came with a candle, and inside here I just carry like a little reusable bag, some tissues, a lip balm, lipstick, some Tums in like a little plastic bag, paracetamol, hand sanitizer, and then my purse always goes in here as well. So yeah, just makes life a bit easier really. Got an umbrella, always very important. I don't actually always carry an umbrella with me, it's just that it was raining the other day. I have got into a habit of checking the weather forecast every single day, just out of interest, and also it's much easier to dress for the day if you know what the weather's going to be like, so yeah. Then I've got my water bottle. I always carry this with me. This one was actually gifted to me by Philip Kingsley over the summer, but it's one of the Swell bottles and these are so good. They are a little bit heavier than a usual water bottle would be, but they keep cold water cold for 12 hours, which I just love because I'm really like quite a water snob when it comes to cold water, so this is great. And it also keeps hot drinks very, very hot apparently, but I don't really drink hot drinks and we're not allowed them in the studio, so yeah. And then finally I often have a sketchbook of some sort. This one I don't use anymore because I don't actually like working in portrait anymore. So all my books are normally landscape now with the ring band down here. But yeah, so I normally carry 1 or 2 sketchbooks as well as all of that. And I literally break my shoulder. So that is everything that goes into my usual bag that I take into uni every day, and then on days when I don't have quite as much on, I will take in my Aspen London bag. I love this bag so much, it just makes me feel so fancy. My laptop is currently being used for filming, but I usually take my laptop. Sometimes I will put it in my laptop case, but in this bag it doesn't actually need a laptop case. And then I just have my phone in here. Normally my water bottle as well, and just some other little bits and bobs to keep me going through the day. And then I will also usually just chuck in this little bag. This is also so good if you want to just change your bags quite a lot and then you won't forget little things that you're leaving in other bags. So I'd really recommend doing this if you're like me and you just leave little things in loads of different bags. And there we have it. Those were all the items that I take into uni and that are in my uni bags. I hope this video has been helpful or interesting, and yeah, I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!